In this video, we're going to use a total purchase project to display our results as a receipt. So as you can see from what's on the screen now, our output is pretty good. We do ask for the price of an item 5 times. We calculate a subtotal. We calculate tax, and we also calculate a total. But it doesn't really look like a receipt. Also, a few of our dollar amounts do not really look like they're in a dollar format. So we're going to make a few adjustments. So we're going to start here on line 15, and we're going to modify our output. The top portion of the program is perfectly fine the way it is. We're just going to focus on the bottom half. So what I want to do is I want to add a header or title to my receipt, and I'm going to do that over 3 lines. Okay, so I printed "Thanks for shopping, Retop Security Devices," where security is our middle name. Notice that I went over 3 lines on lines 16, 17, 18, and I did not change anything as far as lines 19, 20, and 21. Those are the same as the original. But it's when I run this where you really see the difference. It is a slight change. It still does not look like a receipt. So what I would like to do is I would like to use \n and \t to make this look a little bit more professional and more presentable. Okay, so what I did was I added a \n, which is going to start a new line. So as soon as I start my line of print, I'm actually going to move the cursor to a brand new line. And what that's going to do is give me a new space, one single line of space in between my input and my output. I also am using a \t, which is going to tab in that line. And I went ahead, I did \t on all 3 lines just to see what type of spacing I have with this program. So let's take a look if there's any changes. And you can see from the output that it did tab. Everything was 1 tab. And I do like the way it looks. I just want to maybe tab this in a little bit more and possibly use just a space bar and space that 3rd line in maybe about 2 or 3 more spaces. Okay, so now we're looking like a heading. So thanks for shopping. That looks like it's centered in between the 3 lines. It did take 3 spaces on lines 18 to get this to be nice and centered. But take a look over on the left on line 18. I did / and then 3 spaces with the space bar. Line 17, I did a \t, and on line 16 it was a combination of \n, which gave me that blank line, and 2 \t's, which actually made it look like this was centered. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is I want to print out the price of each item. So after line 18, I'm going to enter a print statement that prints out the price of each item. And notice how I have item price number 1, and this is going to print out whatever was typed in as the first item price. But I did have 4 other items that I have prices for, so I need to go ahead and finish this off by putting in those 4 other print statements. Okay, so if we take a look at our output, the change is pretty noticeable. I do have 5 items with prices typed in. Notice how the 0 was typed in at the top, but it did not show up in the output. But that's something that we want to change. But we're going to continue that in a part 2 of this video. So until next time.